Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings San Francisco. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, July 23rd. You'll be interested to know. 27 years ago, today in 1999, the Chandra X-ray Observatory lifted off to begin a mission that captured extremely sharp X-ray images of superheated gas swirling around black holes and within distant galaxy clusters. That achievement transformed astronomers' ability to study high-energy universe processes by providing detailed observations that reshaped models of black hole growth and cosmic structure formation. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Thursday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking 3+ feet with choppy conditions. Winds are onshore at 12 miles per hour, increasing slightly through the day. Expect the waves to hold around 2 to 4 feet until noon, then bump up to 3 to 4 feet by afternoon. Winds will pick up to 17 miles per hour later on. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with the 3-foot incoming high tide when the south-southwest swell is 2 feet at 15 seconds and the onshore wind is 12 miles per hour. The first high tide on Thursday will be 4 feet at 9:30 a.m., followed by a 3-foot low tide at 1:15. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 61 degrees for the water temperature. Friday brings 2 to 4 feet with choppy conditions throughout the day as winds increase from the west. Saturday holds similar size at 3 to 4 feet, but conditions remain choppy with wind picking up in the afternoon. Sunday sees a steady swell building to 3 to 5 feet, offering fair conditions early before choppy conditions return later. This morning, it's mostly cloudy and it feels like 60 degrees, with 10 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:26, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:07. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions, with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Looking ahead in the weather. Friday will be mostly sunny with a high near 61 and west-northwest winds of 14 to 17 miles per hour, gusting as high as 23. Saturday through Monday remain mostly sunny with highs rising to around 64 and nights in the mid to upper 50s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, San Francisco officials are raising serious concerns about Kaiser Permanente's use of artificial intelligence in mental health services. During a recent hearing, clinicians expressed frustration over unlicensed operators and inadequate telehealth services, claiming that the healthcare giant has failed to improve care despite sanctions from regulators. Supervisor Cheyenne Chen called the situation unacceptable, stating she will introduce a resolution to ensure that AI supports therapists rather than replaces them. Kaiser, which paid over $508 million in health premiums last year, insists it prioritizes timely, high-quality care, while the union representing healthcare workers prepares for mediation next month. Now on to sports. Caitlin Clark, the superstar guard for the Indiana Fever, is one technical foul away from being suspended for one game. She received her 7th technical foul of the season on Wednesday night during a blowout home victory over the Connecticut Sun. The Women's National Basketball Association allows players to receive up to 8 technical fouls before facing additional penalties. Since Clark has 7, she is at risk of missing a game in the regular season. Another technical foul would lead to her suspension, which is a likely scenario given her competitive nature. The Fever's next game is on Tuesday in Seattle. In local sports, the Giants' losing streak hit 5 games after dropping yesterday's matchup to Kansas City 5-4 at Kauffman. They got swept by the Royals and sit at 42-60 on the season, second worst in baseball. Manager Tony Vitello was ejected for the 3rd time this year after a controversial call in the 7th inning that sparked a Kansas City rally. It's been a rough stretch, but San Francisco heads to Atlanta tomorrow to open a series with the Braves at 4:15. Actually, wait, they're hosting the Angels at Oracle Park tomorrow night at 7:15, with Logan Webb on the mound against Grayson Rodriguez. Webb has been solid, and the Giants desperately need a win to snap the skid. Meanwhile, the Warriors got some fantastic news out of Summer League. Yaxel Lendeborg, their 11th overall pick, was named the 2026 Summer League MVP after a dominant run in Las Vegas. He averaged nearly 15 points and 7 rebounds as Golden State won the championship. Lendeborg is the first Warrior ever to take home that award, exactly what this roster needed heading into the season alongside Steph Curry. Over with the Niners, wide receiver Trent Taylor announced his retirement after 7 years in the league. Running back Christian McCaffrey was named Best Comeback Athlete at the ESPYs, and linebacker Fred Warner was voted the league's top off-ball linebacker. Training camp kicks off Sunday with joint practices lined up against Tennessee and LA. In top news, climate change will wipe out about $1 trillion in United States home values over the next 3 decades and hasten economic gaps in United States communities, a report released on Monday finds. Already high insurance rates are escalating, rendering large portions of the nation's largest cities unaffordable, according to a study by First Street Foundation. As property values across the country decline by almost $1 trillion in total, other properties will increase in value to the tune of $244 billion. By 2055, climate-driven weather is expected to hike homeowners' insurance premiums nationwide by an average of 29.4%. At the same time, climate-related migration will have 55 million Americans relocating within the United States over that 30-year period, beginning with more than 5 million this year. Jeremy Porter, First Street's head of climate implications research, states climate change is no longer a theoretical concern. It is a measurable force reshaping real estate markets and regional economies across the United States. The 3 biggest Sunbelt states, California, Florida, and Texas, have taken on more than 40% of the country's $2.8 billion in natural disaster costs since 1980. Data estimates a more than 4-fold increase in premiums in Miami, a tripling in Jacksonville and Tampa, and a doubling in Sacramento, California. Some counties in California, Florida, and Texas will experience net declines of 10% to 40% in their property values by 2055. Last month saw dozens of people killed, tens of thousands evacuated, and thousands of structures damaged or destroyed in the Los Angeles area due to wildfires. In business news, Goldman Sachs has created a new platform to expand its offerings for wealthy clients and family offices who increasingly want direct stakes in fast-growing private companies, CNBC has learned. The new group, called the Alternative Investments Platform, combines Goldman's existing alternatives business with 2 newly established teams, according to a memo seen first by CNBC. These teams focus on direct investments in individual private companies and on helping clients buy and sell those stakes. There's been a lot of focus on the big growth tech names. Kristen Olson, Goldman's global head of alternatives for wealth, told CNBC. Goldman's move reflects two major trends reshaping Wall Street. The firm has spent years pushing deeper into wealth and asset management for steadier revenues. Successful startups are staying private longer, allowing early investors to capture most gains. Companies are going public at $1 trillion, Olson said. Goldman has been arranging direct investments in later-stage private companies for wealthy clients for roughly 2 decades. The firm's goal is to help clients identify promising companies before they become household names. Goldman focuses on later-stage companies with established products, meaningful revenue, and clearer paths toward profitability. The AI investment boom has intensified demand, steering clients toward investments in the infrastructure underpinning AI. The announcement comes days after Goldman reported record quarterly revenue, highlighting AI-driven activity across its businesses. The announcement formalizes Goldman's growing business, helping clients find liquidity for private investments. Through its new secondary advisory group, the firm plans to expand a marketplace for clients to buy and sell private holdings. Olson stated, "We said, let's break that out and let's make it very clearly defined as something that we're leaning into." In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 1% to about $66,000. Ethereum is down 1% to just over $1,900. And XRP is down 1% to $1.13. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Alphabet investors have expressed concerns about the company's substantial artificial intelligence spending, but recent earnings suggest a positive outlook. Google's cloud business is thriving, with revenue soaring 82% to $24.8 billion, surpassing analysts' expectations. Enterprise artificial intelligence solutions and infrastructure played a significant role in this growth. The company's profit reached $112.1 billion, a remarkable increase from last year's profit of $28.1 billion. Google Services revenue also grew by 15% to $94.5 billion. CEO Sundar Pichai emphasized the transformative impact of artificial intelligence investments across the business. And in entertainment news, Taylor Sheridan's 2-part Yellowstone spinoff is officially CBS' newest smash hit. Nobody can accuse Sheridan of making predictable television, as he mixes things up, but he almost always guarantees viewers. Despite dividing critics and audiences, Marshals has continued to attract millions of viewers, making it the biggest broadcast hit of the entire television season. According to Nielsen's final 35-day multi-platform ratings for the 2025 to 2026 television season, Marshals finished as the most-watched broadcast television series, attracting $19.3 million viewers. However, it is receiving the weakest critical reception of any Yellowstone spinoff, sitting at 48% on Rotten Tomatoes from critics. Returning cast members include Breckin Merrill and Mo Brings Plenty, while CBS renewed the series for a second season just 12 days after its premiere. You can stream Marshals on Paramount+. Well, alrighty, folks. It's time for the quote of the day. And today, and that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Morning San Francisco.